In this tutorial, we're going to talk about purchase orders, and more specifically, how you can make purchase orders off of existing orders. We're going to go through 3 different scenarios. In the first scenario, we're going to look at a line item that we have in an order that we simply want to add to a PO to buy it out from one of our vendors. In the second scenario, we're going to take another line item for the exact same product that's going to the exact same vendor, but what we're going to do is we're going to add that new order line item to the existing PO that we made. So this is going to allow us to have 2 separate orders on a single PO. This will help with volume discounts as well as meeting minimum order requirements. And in the final exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to show what we call fractional line item ordering. And in this case, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a single line item and splitting the quantities up between 2 different vendors. So let's get started. All right, in my first example over here, you can see that in my order entry screen, I have a 55-inch display and I have a quantity of 10. Simple enough. What we want to do is we want to go to our POs, we want to create a purchase order for it. And then over here, if we had more, we can use select all or select none, but in this case, we only have the 1 line item. And so what we're going to do is we're going to check the box, we're going to leave the quantities as is, and then we're going to choose our vendor down below. When we do that, it's going to give us the option to choose from several locations if there are other locations available for this vendor. In this case, we only have the 1, and we're going to click Create PO. Simple enough. So now we know that we've created this PO 683. We can actually receive this from within the order, or we can do it from within the PO. So let's go take a look at the PO because we want to see the 10 line items that are on it. So we're going to go to 683. Click on the PO entry tab, and here we are with this specific line item that's going to be going to Acme Corp. Okay, good. PO 683 is open. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our orders list, and we're going to go to our second example. And in this example over here, what we're going to do is we're going to look at our order entry. We have the same line item. It's going to go to the same vendor. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on POs, create PO, do the exact same thing, select the line item that we want to have included, search for the vendor, select them, and now rather than create purchase order, which would create a brand new purchase order for the same item for that vendor, so I'd have 2 separate purchase orders, I want to append it to a PO. So now this is going to show us a list of the open POs that we have that have not been partially received or fully received. So they're eligible for this item to be added to it. So in this case over here, we have the PO 683. I'm going to append to the PO. And then you can see here that I now have a new item on the same PO for a completely different order. Okay. So in this instance over here, I'm going to click on the PO 683 again. We'll open it up. And now when I go to the PO entry, you can see that I have the 2 items. All right. Now they can be received together or they can be received separately. So in the case that I get some coming through first and then a balance coming through later, I can choose which of the orders I want to receive them for. Okay. So in this case here, if I said that I wanted to receive this 10, record the receipt, it'll be received down below. And then of course, if I go over here to the actual order itself, we'll open up in a new tab. You can see here that the PO has been received completely, where the other order still will have it open. Okay, so here when I go to the other order, you can see that the PO is still open. All right, perfect. All right, final example. So in this case here, we're going to go down to this one. We're going to look at the line item that we have, same line item, quantity 10. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a PO, same thing, select this item, but now I'm only going to order 5, and I'm going to do a brand new PO. I'm not going to be appending, and I'll click Create Purchase Order, and then you can see here I've ordered the 5. Now I'm going to create another purchase order directly from the order here. Select this one, and the remaining 5 are going to go to a new vendor. Okay, I'm going to click Create Purchase Order, And now you can see that I have two different vendors for the exact same line item. Okay, I can receive them separately, of course, or I can receive them all together. And that is how you can benefit from quickly creating purchase orders off of the line items within your orders. Thanks for watching.